this part of the tutorial, we will focus on the technique of giving correction commands in turret clicks. As mentioned in the previous video, the reticle is segmented into dots, which represent standard measurements within your scope. In this tutorial, we assume that our reticle is graduated in milliradians, but the same principle would apply with a reticle graduated in MOA. We also assume that one turret click equals 1 unit. This is not always the case, especially with optics using MOA, where one click may correspond to 1/4 of a MOA. In that case, it would be preferable to give correction commands in MOA rather than in clicks. However, the principle remains the same. What matters is that you and your shooter use the same reference. If your reticle has finer graduations, you will be able to make more precise readings. Here you can see a reticle that gives marks every 2 or 5 units. It is therefore very easy to provide the shooter with a correction in the number of clicks based on your observation. For example, if the shot is too low by 2 dots in this example, it means the shot is 20 clicks too low. You will need to instruct the shooter to correct their elevation by 20 clicks up using the command elevation plus 20. Likewise, if the shot is too high by a dot, it means it is 10 clicks too high. The shooter should adjust the elevation 10 clicks down with the command elevation minus 10. The same applies to windage. If the shot is too far to the right by 2 dots, it means it is 20 clicks too far right. The shooter should adjust the windage 20 clicks to the left with the command windage minus 20. Similarly, if the shot is too far to the left by dot, it means it is 10 clicks too far left. The shooter should adjust the windage 10 clicks to the right with the command windage plus 10. Obviously, impacts will not always fall directly along one of the axes, and you will sometimes need to give a correction for both elevation and windage. In this example, the impact is 20 clicks too high and 10 clicks too far left. You should instruct the shooter to correct the elevation by 20 clicks down and windage by 10 clicks to the right using the command elevation minus 20, windage plus 10. Note that in the CentreMasse application, corrections must always be given in this order: elevation first, then windage, to be properly understood by the voice recognition system. Likewise, impacts will not always line up perfectly with the dots and may fall between 2 dots. You will then need to approximate the position or make a more precise reading if your reticle graduations allow it before giving the correction. In this example, the impact is about 15 clicks too low and 15 clicks too far right. You should instruct the shooter to correct the elevation by 15 clicks up and windage by 15 clicks left using the command elevation plus 15, windage minus 15. In real life, target sizes may vary, and it is crucial to know them before taking a shot. In the CentreMasse application, the target size is 60 centimeters by 60 centimeters, approximately 24 inches by 24 inches, positioned at 1,000 meters, about 1,100 yards. This corresponds to a size of 6 clicks in milliradians, so half the target equals 3 clicks. It is important to remember this measurement, as it will allow you to quickly make approximations by comparing deviations to the size of half the target. To wrap up, giving correction commands in turret clicks is a fast and efficient way to communicate precise adjustments to the shooter, as long as you both use the same reference system. By understanding how dots on your reticle translate to turret clicks and keeping in mind the size of your target, you can quickly estimate the necessary corrections and relay them in a standardized format. In the CentreMasse application, always remember to give corrections in the order: elevation first, then windage, and to use simple, clear commands. Mastering this method will make your spotting more effective and your shooting sessions more productive. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial.